So there's been this story going around for quite some time that the entire Earth is hollow. I'm not sure if that's the case, but in today's video, I think I found something that might qualify as the opening to Hollow Earth. It's over a mile wide, and it's pretty much right where they said it would be. Now, over the last week or so, we've uncovered shapes like this that we could see for ourselves, and shapes like this, and like this. And so this is what you would think. Now, given that they have a helicopter in frame here, this would be a little small for the thing that I found, but let's take a look. Now, we were up here just a few days back, and this is where we found that initial cone-shaped anomaly and all that impact fracturing that looks like the skeleton, the ribbing. And out here, this is actually what got me on it. Right off the coast of this, I just got to show you this real quick. You gonna tell me that's an iceberg? Really? 77 degrees, 2 minutes, 29.54 seconds south. 154 degrees, 55 minutes, 17.4 seconds west. Elevation negative 662 feet. And there's a diamond-shaped one there. And then there's a 3D version of a drop-off here. I don't know what they did, but without any further ado. Now you'd have to ask yourself a question. Why would they hide this? I mean, it looks like they tried to, but you can keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going, and it's just an inky pitch black that they have tried to cover up here. And I'll do a quick measurement for you. See if I can actually keep it in screen this time so you can see it. All right, I'm just going to extrapolate in miles here. This being the edge of the opening, and I guess that would be about the other edge. So, okay, 0.64 miles, half a mile wide there. And like I said, it's total black. You can just keep going and zoom in, and it's just, you get down to ground level, it's just solid black. Nothing there. And of course, as you can see at eye altitude of 50,000 feet, you can't see it. It's completely covered up. And it looks like they tried to mate up two cover patches here, and they just missed at this level. And that's an easy thing to do because I'll put pins on things and I'm thinking I'm right over it and forgetting how high of an altitude I am, and I'll zoom in and they'll be way, way, way off to the side of it. So to say that somebody else who was trying to use different techniques to cover stuff up didn't make the same mistake, because we've seen all these imperfections over and over again. I'll clear that out real quick and show you that even here they're trying to. Here's another possible entrance that it looks like they tried to cover up. It really did, and they did a good job with this one. See how you have the entrance shape here? And they've gotten the detail right at the edge of it. See how over here it's uncovered, and over here it's uncovered, and this part it looks like just a rock or a mountain. And like I said, from this distance it would. They messed up another structure corner too here, as you can see. And this isn't some copy paste thing, because when you look at this really, really close, you can see that this is an imperfect, it's 90 degrees, but this is a structure. This is the top of a building. This is some kind of a roof. Because you can almost see the little shades of rust and different things that you would expect to see on the top of a metal roof. And they just missed by a little bit. You can see where they've tried to hide it and put, just a picture of snow over it. And here we are at 43,000 feet. There's 41,000 feet. I guess you could technically see it from there. And here's another one where they just thought they were doing a good enough job and just missed. And given, would you put this together with the other video that I did? This is like, this would make 17 of these hidden corners that I've uncovered of buildings where they just missed by a tiny fraction. What I think they did was they took pictures of the region before the building was built and then overlaid those pictures over top so that it looks like it's part of the natural features around. Like you see these swirls here? It looks like at one time there probably wasn't a building there. And they built the building and then they just took the old picture and overlaid it and just missed it. They tried to blend the edges, and in the blending process, it just missed by a little bit. And over here, this isn't, some smoking gun thing, but when you look at this, first of all, I don't know what these marks are, but look at this. There's nothing out there not artificial that would make this. And you've got something up here that's clearly tied to it somehow. Yeah, I just swam into ground level there. And that's what they've been trying to do. They're trying to hide it, and for the most part, they've done a fairly good job, but when you look at things very, very closely, which they don't think that anyone's going to, you'll find this stuff. But that's a hole. That's a giant, enormous, little over half a mile wide hole. Coordinates. 77 degrees, 44 minutes, 56.7 seconds south, 154 degrees, 54 minutes, 56.60 seconds west. Looking at this, elevation 2,598 feet from an eye altitude of 11,606 feet. You get this picture. And as you zoom out, you can see how the stitching moves together? That's why they thought they covered it. But that's a hole. And it just goes on and on and on and on and on. So I think the last thing I'll leave you with is, this is kind of cool. It's a little trippy, actually, over here. Now you're looking at this structure, and I don't know if it'll show up on camera or not, and I'm like, why is this shaped this way? Well, what you're looking at, and it'll show it as you zoom in, is a straight drop off down to the bottom of the water. It'll give you an idea of the depth there. See, right now we're at 3,500 feet. Eye altitude about 3,000 feet down now. And there you go, the bottom of the ocean, right offshore. See if I can get back out of it here. Sometimes it won't let you. You can scroll and scroll forever and it'll keep you in ground view. Oh, there we go. So, anyway, we'll leave it there. Hope everyone had a happy Labor Day. And I guess I didn't show you guys this either. Just seems a little too perfect. Like almost all this stuff out here. This is definitely the remnants of folks that used to live above. Like, share, subscribe.